professional music instruction. So over the last couple of lessons, we've taken a look at chords, specifically major chords. We learned there was 4 different types: major, major 7, dominant 7, and 6. Major chords use the first note, the 3rd note, and the 5th note of the scale. So in the case of G, we have G, B, and D, and we learned a chord with the G in the bass on the 3rd fret. All right. The 3rd note is the B, so we learned a chord with the B in the bass here on the 7th fret. And we learned a chord with the D, which is the 5th note in the scale, okay, on the 10th fret. And then we did the same for the major 7, the dominant 7, and the 6. So just a quick example for the G with the root or the G in the bass. This is the G major once again, the G major 7 with the F sharp, the G dominant 7 with the F, and the G6 with the E. So you hear all those different sounds, and we learn those in the different positions. So today we will get away from the book a little bit and just discuss the notes and where you can play them in relationship to the given chord. All right, so if I have a G major 7, G, B, D, F sharp, I can play those notes that will fit over that chord. So, and you'll hear it when I play the notes. Okay. The G7 with the G, B, D, F. Okay, so I think you can hear that quite easily. The G6 with the E. So what we're going to do is learn the 4 different positions, starting with the 4 bass notes where you can play those notes. Now obviously there's lots of places to play these, but we just wanted to relate it to the chords, and I want you to really focus on the sound you're hearing and see how those notes, actually obviously the chords are made up of those notes, but see how nice they sound when you play them separate. Okay, and you could make little practice things for yourself. I'll give you a couple of examples, but let's just run through them quick. So we did the ones on the 3rd fret. So let's go to the B in the bass. Okay, so we'll play the chord, and then we'll play the notes. Okay, that's the major 7, then the dominant 7. Up to the 10th fret with the D. Okay, so you hear that. And we have these notes. We're on the 14th fret now, starting with the F sharp. So I'm going to, again, I have my metronome on 60. I'm going to play this very slowly for you. I'll do the notes and the chord, and we'll just stick with G for the example. So first we have the G major 7. G dominant 7. Starting with the B. And then the G6 with the D in the bass. Now we'll go up to the 14th fret, starting on the F sharp for the G major 7. The G7 with the F. And then the 6th. With the E in the bass. Okay. Now, again, that's very slow. I'm going to say practicing slow is really great for your timing because it's actually not easy to do. Generally, if you're out there listening to music, bands kind of tend to speed up a little more than they'd slow down, just kind of naturally. So this is really great for your timing to play it this slow. But if you wanted to play eighth notes, you could do it that way, or stick to the quarter notes, or whatever. In any case, just get all this stuff down, all right, in all the different keys. Let's talk about another way you could play these chords, all right? So, as you know, on the guitar, the sixth string and the first string are the same note, E, just 2 octaves apart. Okay, so we have the low E and the high E. Okay, so we can take those bass notes and put them, take the bass note out and put it on the top, on the first string. Okay, so we had a G major 7, and now we have a G major 7 without the bass note. So if I was playing maybe with just a saxophone or some other, something not with a bass or piano, I might use these chords a lot. You know, with the bass note in there, because there's no bass, so you want a little bass sound. If I'm playing with a group with a bunch of instruments, I would maybe tend to use these. They're a little thinner, and we don't have that bass note because we have a bass player, or maybe a keyboard player that's playing bass. I mean, there's no rules. You go with what you think sounds best. Okay, so we could take all those. We can take the G7, and we can play it up here. The G6, we can play it like that. Okay, and then we could do the same here. G major 7, G major 7. Okay, G7. For you. Okay, then we can do the same thing up here with the D. We'll take the D and we'll put it on the top. So we had this for with the bass note, D, and then we'll go up here, and then the G7, and the G6. Then up to, again, the 14th fret, G major 7, G7, and then G6. Okay, so now you just have a whole bunch more chords to learn all over and you could use this exercises that we've used in the previous videos. Okay, so I would go ahead and work on all that, and in the meantime, I will be putting another video together. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed it, as usual. Todd B. From Todd B's Groove 45. We'll see you next time. Cheers.